Have you ever met someone who doesn't say much, but when they do, everyone listens? There's something different about them. It's not their job title or how many degrees they have. It's something quieter, something sharper. It's the way they think. If you've ever watched a debate, then you'll know what I'm talking about. It's always the quiet ones that talk deliberately and with conviction. They don't argue for the sake of arguing. They ask questions more than they answer. And above all else, they listen and observe. You see, being truly smart isn't about knowing more. It's about thinking better. It's about asking to understand, not to win. Most people argue like they're in a courtroom. They just defend, attack, and then expect to win. But high-level thinkers, they play a different game. They ask things like, what makes you feel that way? What do you think would actually solve this? They're not trying to trap you. They're trying to see you. It's not about being right. It's about being curious. And when this is done right, you can see the system clearly. Let's say you fail a test, or your business idea flops. Most people will take it personally. They may start to feel disheartened and say things like, I'm not cut out for this. Why does this always happen to me? But the smartest people treat setbacks like they're engineers of some sort. They take a step back and ask, what system created this result? What small change would improve the outcome? You see, it's not failure, it's data. And that shift changes everything. You can see the whole board instead of just a part of it. And this leads to a mindset shift, where you understand how to control the controllable. For example, imagine standing in the rain, furious that it's raining. You have no control over the weather, but you allow it to ruin your mood. That's what most people do, worrying about opinions, outcomes, and mistakes they can't undo, or something that is out of their control. But people who are mentally sharp, they filter everything through one question. Is this within my control? If the answer is yes, they act. If the answer is no, they let it go. It sounds simple, but it's rare, because real power comes from focus, not force. And this focus is pivotal for being able to learn to embrace the silence. Most people hate silence. They rush to fill it with noise, opinions, or distractions. But the sharpest minds, they sit in it. They pause before speaking, they listen more than they talk, and when they do speak, it lands. Because silence isn't awkward, it's powerful. It makes people pay attention, it keeps you grounded, and it gives your words weight. You learn a key skill, the ability to pause and not react. Let's be honest, we've all been triggered by something, an insult, a mistake, or a delay. But reacting instantly, that's autopilot. Smart people don't react. They wait and observe. They breathe, they process, then ask themselves, is it worth my energy? What's actually going on here? Because every time you pause, you gain perspective, and that's how you make decisions that actually move your life forward. You don't need to be a genius to stand out. You just need to think differently. So in conclusion, ask more than you answer. Step back and observe the situation. Focus on what you can control. Say less, but mean it. And when things get tense, pause, don't react. Most people won't do this, but that's the point. Because the people who do, they move through life with a quiet kind of confidence. Not because they know everything, but because they see everything. And that's not just intelligence, that's awareness. And awareness outsmarts almost everything.